Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. In today's video, we are going to discuss about Middle English. Middle English runs from the middle of 12th century, it means 1150 AD onwards until the end of the 15th century. The Middle English period lasted to 3 centuries at each, and there is a period of transition when the language appears to have been in a state as illustrated in the figure below. Here the word transition, it means the process or a period of changing from one state or condition to another. In this figure, in this diagram, you can see the changing process of the English. First, the Old English came in 1066, the Norman conquest. Then the transition period came, the time gap in 1050 to 1054, the first manuscript. Then the period of Middle English came in 1400, in which the real vowel shift was there. Again, you can see the transition period the time gap came, and after that the modern English period came in 1476 to 1500, the primary introduced, and nowadays we are using the modern English in our daily life. The chronicle looks back towards Old English and ahead towards Middle English. In fact, scholars debate whether to call at an example of Late Old English or Early Modern English. Two significant events mark the boundary of Middle English and Modern English. These are the introduction of printing technology, the great vowel shift involved in the series of changes in the pronunciation of the English language vowel. The changes began about 1400 AD and it fully established by the end of Middle English period. These phonological changes are seen as the last barrier between the early period and present day English. Thus, while the Middle English is dialectical and Modern English is standard. Now move on to the next paragraph. In this, the term Middle English literature refers to the literature written in the form of the English language known as Middle English from the 14th century until the 1470s. During this time, the Chancery Standard, a form of London-based English, became widespread and the printing press regularized the language. Two very important linguistic developments characterized Middle English. First one is, in grammar, English came to rely less on inflectional endings and more on word order to convey grammatical information. And the second is, in vocabulary, English became much more heterogeneous, showing many borrowings from Latin and Scandinavian. Here the word heterogeneous stands for consisting of different kinds of people or things. Move on to the next. In Old English developed and originated from North Sea Germanic, Middle English whereas developed from Vexes. All the letters were pronounced in the language and there were no silent. In the late Middle English during Chaucer's time, silent words had started being observed. Middle English marks the middle period between Old English and Modern English. There came changes in pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. In fact, there were French loan words also. The considerable number of old loan words had already entered into the speech of the people. Move on to the next page. In this, we will discuss the dialects of Middle English. One of the most striking features of Middle English is its great variety in different parts of England. The variety was not confined to spoken English. It appears in written literature as well. While Old English had four main dialects, Middle English had five. Here the word dialect it means जब आप देखते हो कि एक ही शहर में रह के हर एक जगह की अलग अलग भाषाएं हो जाती है, जैसे आप एक ही शहर में रह रहे हो और अलग अलग एरिया की अलग अलग बोली अलग अलग भाषाएं होती हैं, उनको हम डायलेक्ट्स के रूप में जानते हैं. सो हेयर मिडिल इंग्लिश हैड 5 डायलेक्ट्स: नॉर्दर्न, साउदर्न, ईस्ट मिडलैंड, वेस्ट मिडलैंड एंड केंटिश. The Middle English dialect have many features in common, but each has some distinctive features of spelling, vocabulary, and grammar which mark it as distinct from other. The dialect difference are most noticeable between northern and southern. The Midland dialects take a midland position, siding sometimes with the northern and sometimes with the southern as well. Modern Standard English has sprung mainly from the dialects of the Midland region, particularly the East Midland dialect, although it also has some features that are characterized of the other dialects. Now in this page, in this map, we can see the different region of Middle English period in England have different dialects. The Middle English period from 1066 AD to 1500 AD, here are some of the points given below. First one is establishment of Norman and Angevin dynasties, internal struggle between king, clergy, noble and people, general movements of the times, the rise of the religious order, bringing new sympathy for women and poor. So यहाँ पे आप लोग देख सकते हो, अभी तक हमने जितना भी पढ़ा हमें कहीं ना कहीं चीज़ें ये दिख रही हैं कि जब मिडिल इंग्लिश पीरियड आए थे तो बहुत सारे चेंजेस होने लगे थे हमारे डायलेक्ट्स में, हमारे रिलीजियस इश्यूज़ में, बहुत सारी चेंजेस हमारे डेली लाइफ में बहुत सारी चेंजेस होने शुरू हुए थे. इसीलिए एक तरह से इसे हम ट्रांजिशन पीरियड भी कहते हैं. Now came to the next page. Features of the age: the transition, period of transition and experiment, the domination of poetry, surviving works of the period of poetry. And now here we will see the difference of Old English and Middle English period. First one is Old English is the earliest historical form of English language, while Middle English developed out of Old English after the Norman conquest. Old English used from 400 to 1100, while the Middle English used from 1100 to 1400 as well. Old English did not have a fixed word order. Also in Old English, nouns and verbs had many fictional forms and endings, while in Middle English had a fixed word order, also simplified many inflectional forms. In Old English had dative and instrumental cases. In Old English also very different from modern English. While in Middle English the shifted to prepositional construction, somewhat similar to modern English. In Old English, the vocabulary was influenced by Latin and Germanic languages, while in Middle English, vocabulary related to law, religion, etc. was influenced by French. So friends, that's it for this video lecture. In the next video, we will discuss about the word formation. Thank you.